Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
Yes. There's Ashley's mom. But
She's here tonight.
But I don't see Ashley.
She's in a sick bed.
Sick? She's sick too. My son was. That's who called just a second ago. My son said he's sick.
He's sick.
Crying, stomach's hurt. He can't go to practice. Yeah, boy.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go, Mom.
He's sick. Yeah, that's what it is. And bring it up.
Welcome to this week's East Tennessee Sports Report. Ashley's under the weather.
Oh, boy.
Will has the night off.
Oh, boy.
And I'm sitting in for both of them.
Oh, boy.
I'm the host, Roddy Woods, for the judge, Chris Blevins, and the coach, Chris Reddick. We are about to dive into the playoffs picture. Chris, what do you think about Greeneville?
Man, I'm blown away that it was that close of a game, but we talked about a little bit before the show about you can't fumble the ball, and when you put the ball on the ground, you lose football games, especially in the playoffs. But 1 point, that's just like a heartbreaker, you know? I mean, I hate that for Greeneville. They've had a great season, and I think they still should deserve a lot of respect, but it's a rough way to lose.
It sure is.
Real tough loss. You know, it all comes down to this. It's a mindset game when it comes to the playoffs. And it's about who's Brooklyn Pizzeria hungry.
Yeah, you got that right. Brooklyn Pizza hungry. You know, we had a chance to catch up with Coach Ballard last week before his big game. We talked to him about his season, and we talked to him a little bit about the playoffs. But let's go to that interview right now.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the East Tennessee Sports Report. I'm Roddy Woods, and I'm joined now by the head coach of the Greeneville Green Devils, Coach Kane Ballard. Coach, welcome to the East Tennessee Sports Report.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on.
We want to talk to you a little bit about some history from Greeneville. You guys go into this season right now. You're 10-1. Kind of recap the season for me a little bit, Coach.
Well, we started out the season trying to replace our whole offense. So there were certainly a lot of questions offensively as to who was going to fill some big shoes and big holes from last year. But we've had some guys really step up, starting with Quan Harrison, our quarterback. Quan's have put together an awesome year, rushed for almost 1,400 yards. And he's also turning around and playing a lot for us in the secondary. But it starts up front. We had a lot of guys returning up front for us, and our offensive lines kind of paved the way for that run game, which is averaging over 300 yards a game.
So it takes, most people come into a season like that because you guys, last year didn't end like Greeneville wanted to end. So you had a lot of things to overcome during the off season, didn't you?
We did. Expectations here are pretty dang high. You say we didn't end the way we wanted to. We ended 12-1, and to say that's not the way you want to end, no, it's not. But that's an awesome year. We lost to a really good football team, but I don't want to be at a place where expectations aren't high, and I'm certainly not at one for sure.
Sounds like you have plenty of confidence for this team.
Well, I do. I like where this team is at. We've been able to stay healthy and just gotten better and better each week. I feel like we're certainly playing our best football, and this is the time of year you want to be doing that.
And especially right now going into the playoffs, you guys won the first one, you're going into the second one, but we'll talk about that at a later date because we want to make sure that everybody on this team has something to contribute to this team. It sounds like you sure do have a lot of good players on this team.
Well, we do. I mentioned Quan, mentioned our offensive line, but we kind of hung our hat on our defense. Our defensive front's really, really good. And our linebackers, talk about Cole Perkins and Caleb Ellenberg, our two captains on defense at inside linebacker, and our secondary led by Quan, but Dylan Fields is doing an awesome job back there, and Nick Payne. Our defense is allowing less than a touchdown a game, and I think ranked first in points allowed in the state. So we're certainly doing good things on that side of the ball as well.
That's how we roll.
Okay.
That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
Open 7 days a week and offering the most affordable health care in your area. Express Health Clinic is the community's choice to getting you feeling better fast. Express Health Clinic treats for common conditions and illnesses with no appointments needed. Visit Express Health Clinic for all your school sports physical needs. Express Health Clinic also offers pre-employment services and certified DOT physicals. Ill visits start at only $59. Express Health Clinic accepts most major insurance plans along with Medicare and TennCare. Next time you're sick or not feeling well, visit Express Health Clinic. You'll feel better when you do.
America's Mattress.
This weekend, pay no tax at the tax-free mattress sale only at America's Mattress. Serta queen-size mattresses just $2.99 plus no tax. Or upgrade to any iComfort or iSeries model featuring cool action gel memory foam and pay no tax. Plus 0% financing until 2019. Pay no tax only at America's Mattress.
The sleep you need, guaranteed, only at America's Mattress.
All right, so who? Who went by? Oh, that's fine. That's like so that'll just take to a break. That'll be the 4 minutes. So we're segment 2.
Get the right services you need from a name you can trust at Crescent Center Drugs. Whether it's hormone replacement therapy or if you need to update your immunizations for flu, pneumonia, or shingles, Crescent Center Drugs has a professional and friendly staff always ready to take care of you. That's why for many years, Crescent Center Drugs has been your good neighbor pharmacy. Right now, getting your medicine is fast and easy when you sign up for the IVR system. It's simple. Once your prescription is filled, your box is scanned, and you instantly receive a phone call or text for pickup. Visit Crescent Center Drugs inside the Crescent Shopping Center.
Trusted for over 32 years, our agency has won numerous awards and has served thousands of Tennessee residents. Tammy Francis knows that home health care isn't something you should leave to chance. It is vital that your home health care provider be a reliable and trusted member of the community they serve. That's why Smoky Mountain Home Health and Hospice invests in education and training for their staff. Many have obtained advanced degrees in health care. Just another reason to be sure to request our services when your physician recommends home care. We set the standard in the home care industry.
Welcome back to the East Tennessee Sports Report. We just talked about Greeneville on that segment. Now we're going to talk about the big game of the week was Fulton against Catholic.
Well, we talked about that a lot. I know, Chris, last week when Will was here, we talked about how much speed they have on the outside, how many weapons they have, and we all talked about there were just too many weapons. I think we even talked about how they can stop the run or you stop the pass on Fulton, but whichever one you pick, the other one will beat you, and that's exactly what happened in this game. It's probably what's going to happen throughout the playoffs with Fulton, but I think, Chris, are just going to be too powerful. I think they're going to continue on this week too.
Yeah, Fulton South. Whoa, I mean, kind of like Coach Hammond said earlier.
Yeah.
He said it's not that Fulton is going to like overpower you or do anything special on the line. He said it's just the fact that somehow these guys end up in the end zone. The ball's right there. So with that being said, just a lot of athletes, and sometimes that it just comes down to that. I mean, if you just have better players on the field, quicker players, it's just real tough even for a good team, because South is a good team, but it's just hard to contain a team like that. So I'm going Fulton. They're still ranked in the nation. That's my pick.
Fundamentals, football, all those good players, and it makes it look easy, Chris, I think. But I think it all comes down. They might not do nothing special. They're just playing sound football, hit you in the mouth, score points, and move on.
And confident about it.
Confident about it. Make you like it. They make you like it. Hit you in the mouth, make you like it.
I like how you say make you like it, because it makes it seem like the other team want to sit back and watch the show,
Yeah. Well, I kind of caught a little bit of that Fulton Catholic game, and it started out like that.
Right.
It started out with Fulton just got the ball, went down the field, scored. It was 21-0 before Catholic even woke up. So I'm going to pull for Fulton again, because I know South has a great quarterback. They have he's been compared to a Heath Schuler type quarterback. He runs, he throws, he's pretty good size.
Good size, yeah.
But I don't know if anybody can stop Fulton right now.
Not now, no.
I have no idea. The thing about it is, we talked to all three coaches today, the ones that lost. Sevier County lost. We talked to him, and we talked to Coach Meadows, and we talked to Hammonds Benny Hammonds at GP, and they all said the same thing. They all have this, you got to be ready when you're playing in the playoffs. You have to be ready. And speaking of Alcoa and GP, what did Coach Hammond say?
Coach Hammond said about Alcoa, oh man, he said that team is like a little college team out there. He said they just look good and strong and just big and ready and fast, so that's all the elements you need, baby, to win high school football. I mean, enough said right there. You know?
Okay, they're taking on CAK. Who you got?
Enough said right there, Alcoa. I'm sticking with Coach Hammond. They're big, strong, fast, look like a college team. Alcoa.
What about you, Mr. Judge?
I think CAK is really good.
They are?
But I think Alcoa, like we said, and I think going through the playoffs when we go deeper into this, is what's really common factor is the bigness, the size, the fundamentals, and the hit you. Alcoa scored a lot of points.
Yeah, they put up 49 points on
I don't know if anybody had that score slated for 49 to 12 or 14. So I'm going to take Alcoa, but I think as they progress, I mean, those are the kind of teams that you see later on in the playoffs, these big, fast, fundamental teams. And I think that's where GP and Pigeon Forge, some of these teams that maybe don't play some of these big teams throughout the year, and they get to these games, you hope they're ready. We'll talk about Sevier County in a minute. You hope they're ready, they're pumped up, they're fired up, but it just comes up a little short sometimes when they get some of these bigger teams.
It sure does. Let me give a shout out right quick to our sponsors, Crescent Center Drugs, Express Health Clinic, Tar Chevrolet over in Jefferson City, our newest sponsor, Fanatics 101 Sports Store in the Johnson City Mall, Smoky Mountain Home Health and Hospice right here in Newport with 6 other locations across the East Tennessee. America's Mattress located here in Newport and in Morristown. And Brooklyn Pizzeria, where we're coming live from it. So we'll be right back here on the East Tennessee Sports Report right after this.
Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
Hi, folks. This is Alonis Tar Chevrolet in Jefferson City.
Tar family has been serving the Lakeway area since 1952 and moved into this building in 1971. Over 42 years later, you would never guess this is the same dealership. A brand new look, but we still have the most loyal and dedicated staff in East Tennessee to serve all of your automotive needs. But now we have the most state-of-the-art facility around. Our selection of new and used vehicles is bigger than it has ever been. One thing that hasn't changed over the last 60 years is come trade with us or we'll both lose money. And of course,
nobody beats a Tar deal.
We in Johnson City, but we got Christmas presents to buy for everybody on the staff. We got the judge, the coach, we got Ashley, we got, where we gonna go at? We need to go somewhere to pick all this stuff out, don't we?
I know where we can go. Let's go to KD's.
All right, let's go. Let's go see KD. Let's go to Fanatics. We're gonna go to Fanatics and see what's happening up here in Fanatics. Man, you're right, baby. It's the best place to come. Right here. We coming. Wow. Look, they got everything you want.
How you guys doing? Fanatics 101.
What's up?
How you guys doing, man?
Good.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you also.
We were talking about where we needed to go to get all our presents for all our staff members, and she said, let's go see KD. And I said, Fanatics, the best kept secret in East Tennessee. KD, you got everything.
We do. We try to call it a one-stop shop, man. We try to have a little bit for everybody that walk into our store, and hopefully you guys find something good for your team members and hopefully for yourself also.
Well, see, you got college, you got all this. Say, I see this Montana jersey over here. You got throwback, you got all the NFL teams. You even got Yankee players. I know Chris, our production guy, he loves the Yankees. So we got him covered. You got a little bit of high school, you got college, you got Alabama, you got the Tide, you got everything here. What makes you the best store? What makes you the best sports store in East Tennessee?
At the end of the day, it's our people. We got great customers that come in and support us, and we got a great team of people that work with us, and we try to have a great selection. Being that we locally own, we try to pride ourselves on getting what you want, not just what somebody at my corporate office sent to us. So we try to cater to you, kind of like Destiny Child.
So I like that. I like it. If I want something, all I got to do is call KD, and I say, hey, I need this Montana jersey. And you can find it for me, right?
I do my best to get it for you, man. We here for you. If we don't have it in our store, we order it, get it shipped directly to your store. As long as you live in America, we can get it to you.
Now, not only you have Johnson City store, you have another store. Where's that at?
We got a store in the Asheville Mall, located next to Dillard's on Turner Road in Asheville, North Carolina.
Well, KD, I know you got a great lineup ready for Black Friday. why don't we wait and come back next week and you can show us everything you got. The big sale. I know you got a big sale for Black Friday. Why don't we come back?
Absolutely, man. Look forward to it.
Fanatics 101 in the Johnson City Mall. You don't have to wait till Black Friday. Come in this weekend or any day, 7 days a week, and start your Christmas shopping now.
Get the right services you need from a name you can trust at Crescent Center Drugs. Whether it's hormone replacement therapy or if you need to update your immunizations for flu, pneumonia, or shingles, Crescent Center Drugs has a professional and friendly staff always ready to take care of you. That's why for many years, Crescent Center Drugs has been your good neighbor pharmacy. Right now, getting your medicine is fast and easy when you sign up for the IVR system. It's simple. Once your prescription is filled, your box is scanned, and you instantly receive a phone call or text for pickup. Visit Crescent Center Drugs inside the Crescent Shopping Center.
Welcome back to this week's East Tennessee Sports Report. I'm Roddy Woods. I'm sitting in for Ashley. She's under the weather. Will has the night off, and I got the judge and the coach. So we're taking care of business. Wish you well, Ashley. Come on back. We need you. We'll be on the road next week, so we'll tell you more about where we're going to be at. We're going to take the show on the road. Let's jump into things, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give you some scores here. South Dahl beat Campbell County 48-33, and Knox-West beat Tennessee High 46-10. Let's discuss that. South Dahl and Knox-West.
Well, I think we have a really good game here. Now, this is some teams that this is one of the ones that you want to get a ticket to, get a front row seat. It's going to be a great game. We followed South Dahl all season long, so we talked about some of their key players with Brody Rollins, these big running backs. They're definitely a team that can do like Fulton does, which can run the ball, they can pass the ball, and they can do that play action on you. Then you got a running quarterback. I mean, you got so many weapons, and to have that going to the playoffs is so nice. So it's a tough one for me, but since we've been following South Dahl the whole season, I'm going to stick with South Dahl and pick them over this, but I thankfully think Knox-West is going to put up a big fight.
I think so, too. What do you think?
The judge summed that all up
yes,
real
he did.
well.
Yes, he
much
did.
I need to add to that
He
except
sure
my
did.
pick.
Yeah.
You know about the Brody Rollins story. We talked about that in the middle of the season. We had that argument about who
we did.
Hey, we got to give him his props. This week, Brody Rollins is going to earn Player of the Week.
Awesome.
Against a big win over Knox-West.
All
You
right.
heard it, South Dahl.
All right. Since I'm sitting in the middle tonight, I'm going to take, and my reasons why. Okay. South Dahl, we've been following them all year long.
Yeah.
They're a great team. They got good balance on offense and defense. But the reason why I'm going to take Knox-West, if you've been there and you've lost it, you know how to go back and win it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They went last year. They were in the finals. They lost by 3 points at the end of the game last year in the state championship. They brought home the silver ball. I'm going to pick West for that reason, because you got to go and you got to feel that defeat. And they did. Now they know what to do when they get back.
But I think going back there, I think that's where the game's going to come into play.
Yeah.
But I think what's going to hurt is when we talk about Fulton, these South Dahl teams that have their running backs and the passing attack. One is going to get stopped, the other one's going to beat you. I've said that a lot, but that's what I think is going to happen in this game. So
He's got South Dahl. I got Knox-West.
We'll find out.
We'll find out Friday night.
Time always tells.
Time always tells.
Definitely.
Let's jump into the 6A. You know, things are going to heat up. We're going to give the bracket all the way to the state, to the finals, okay? Because Maryville and Sevier County, we all talked about Sevier County. We all picked Sevier County.
You
You picked Maryville.
You picked Sevier County.
I picked Maryville.
You did all that talk
Yeah, I
like you was
did.
going to go Maryville, then you said Sevier County.
I thought I really did. I thought, my pregame speech, I thought it was good enough for them to win, but looks like I really did. 62-28, that's not a win. Nah. Maryville 62-28, and then, Dobbins Bennett, Science Hill 41-6. Who would have thought that score, Chris?
Never would have thought that. I thought that coming home, we talked about it a little before the show, how we thought Dobbins Bennett playing good 2 weeks ago and coming back and then only scoring 6 points in this game. But got to give credit to Science Hill. They're obviously a really good team. They've got their mindset right, and they're going to go up a really good team against Maryville. I personally think Maryville is just a stacked team all the way around, and I'm taking Maryville.
I'll tell you what. We'll talk about it after the break.
When we come back,
We'll
we
talk
get
about it after
Chris's
the break.
pick and my pick. So make sure you stay right here, because we're going to give this Maryville Science Hill match. We're going to pick them right here on the East Tennessee Sports Report. We'll be right back.
Cole's in the house.
Webb School.
We'll talk about Webb a little.
We'll talk about Webb.
We got your school right here.
Talk about
Hey,
Webb.
you're on here. Let's see.
You're on the radar.
There, you beat 62-20. Woo!
Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
America's Mattress.
Experience huge savings on our best-selling mattresses during the Best Buys Mattress Event. Take home this Hot Buy queen-size Serta Perfect Sleeper mattress for only $299. Experience iSeries or iComfort by Serta with queen sets starting as low as $12.99. Plus 24-month zero interest and free delivery, setup, and removal. Only during the Best Buys Mattress Event at America's Mattress.
The sleep you need, guaranteed. Only at America's Mattress.
Thinking about end-of-life care can be quite overwhelming. We understand that. When you are aware of the help that we can provide, you will be able to make an informed decision and feel ready to bring on our team of compassionate and caring medical professionals. Families that have used our hospice services tell us often that they wish they had chosen our care sooner. They don't know what they would have done without us. Relief comes easily to patients and families, as our services are covered by Medicare, VA, and most private insurances. Call us today.
Did you score a touchdown?
What was the score?
62-20.
What number are you, Cole?
62-20.
I saw you on TV.
Uh-oh. What'd he do?
He was coming off the field. After they scored. They scored and whole offense was coming off the field.
Did he push somebody back?
They had scored and they was coming off the field.
Oh, okay.
They were all, as a group, was coming off the field.
Open 7 days a week and offering the most affordable health care in your area. Express Health Clinic is the community's choice to getting you feeling better fast. Express Health Clinic treats for common conditions and illnesses with no appointments needed. Visit Express Health Clinic for all your school sports physical needs. Express Health Clinic also offers pre-employment services and certified DOT physicals. Ill visits start at only $59. Express Health Clinic accepts most major insurance plans along with Medicare and TennCare. Next time you're sick or not feeling well, visit Express Health Clinic. You'll feel better when you do.
Hi, folks. This is Alonis Tar Chevrolet in Jefferson City.
Tar family has been serving the Lakeway area since 1952 and moved into this building in 1971. Over 42 years later, you would never guess this is the same dealership. A brand new look, but we still have the most loyal and dedicated staff in East Tennessee to serve all of your automotive needs. But now we have the most state-of-the-art facility around. Our selection of new and used vehicles is bigger than it has ever been. One thing that hasn't changed over the last 60 years is come trade with us or we'll both lose money. And of course,
nobody beats a Tar deal. Welcome back to this week's East Tennessee Sports Report. Let's finish where we stopped there.
Okay.
I want your pick.
Science Hill, Maryville. Okay. Yes. I got a question. Is it Maryville or Maryville?
Maryville.
I say Maryville. They just call it Maryville.
I say Mary. Okay. Anyway,
if you're from up in
that's
Tennessee,
that's another debate. Okay, but anyway, this team is ranked in the nation, right?
11th.
They do everything. This is a sound football team. Coach has them ready each and every day. He has them ready in practice. He has them ready going to school. He has them ready doing their homework. He has them ready in the weight room. He has them ready at home going to bed. This team is going to be ready, but there's some new blood in town. This area is sick and tired of being sick and tired of getting whooped by Maryville. So when you have a team like Science Hill with all that talent, and all that readiness that I feel they're going to have, they're going to find themselves in this game. They're going to discover all the talent they really do have. Science Hill is more talented than this team, but Maryville is Maryville. And Science Hill better realize that, and they're going to bring their A game, and we're about to shock the world, and Science Hill is going to be in the USA Today paper for upsetting Maryville.
So you're taking Science Hill?
Science Hill.
Hey, Roddy, I'm going to, after Chris saying that, I think I'm going to stick with Maryville.
Okay, if my pick. Okay, Maryville, Science Hill. Okay, talking to Coach Lingenfeld today. Okay, Lingo said when you play Maryville, you playing a team that is very disciplined. Their defensive line is probably the best he's seen in a long time. They don't make too many mistakes, but when they do, you make one, they'll capitalize on it. But your argument, Mr. Coach here, I believe if anybody can beat Maryville, it will have to be a team that matches up with them well. Science Hill has the speed, The only thing that I think that's going to hurt them is their defense, because Maryville, they are like clockwork. They go down the field, they score when they want to, and they can stop you on. They can stop. Their defense is strong enough to stop you. But if Mr. Magoo gets loose and he gets out there and he does his thing, I believe Science Hill can win, but I'm taking Maryville. So, but we're gonna throw a little bit down. That game, it's a 6A, okay, guys. But the game that I'm looking at is the opponent that Maryville, if they beat Science Hill,
right?
If they've got to travel. This is that year that they have to travel. They will take on the winner of Murfreesboro-Blackman and Murfreesboro-Oakland.
Oh, boy.
Those two teams have what it takes. They played Maryville before. It's on the road. If anything can happen on the road, and it will.
I've not watched a lot of the Blackmen, but I know Oakland. I've heard of them in the past. I know they're a very good team all the way around, too. They're very well coached. They're always in the playoff hunt. But I think when Maryville goes on the road, too, they travel well. And something I was going to say when we were talking about the other team, Maryville on special teams is somewhere where they're so good on offense and defense. They're also really good on special teams. And in the playoffs, when you have that, you can switch field positions. You can hold somebody. You get right back in the game. You block a punt or something like that. That's where Maryville always exceeds in, especially when you get far in the playoffs. When they get to these other big teams, that's where they're going to excel too. So,
who's going? What about this game though? The Oakland.
I'm taking Oakland. I'll take Oakland.
The Blackman and Oakland game. I'm like Chris. I hadn't heard a lot about Blackman this year, but they beat a sound Riverdale team. So between these two, I probably would take Oakland. Mm-hmm. I'll take Oakland.
Well, we'll try Oakland. We'll try them.
You
don't know much
go.
about them. We'll try them.
Right. It doesn't matter who wins between Maryville and Science Hill. You got to travel.
Yeah.
And traveling is not good for you. Traveling is not good for you. Hey, we want to catch up on the game here. We got Cole Sams in the house. Cole's a regular with us.
Oh, there he is.
And they won last week. They beat – who did they beat, Chris?
What was the name? Davidson Academy.
Davidson Academy. That's coming from the audience, Cole. But they take on Evangelist Christian out of Memphis this year.
I think after talking to Cole, him being here all week and seeing that 62-20 last week, that Cole took him down. So I'm sticking with my man Cole. I hope they win. Hope they go far. And congratulations.
You ever heard of Soul Train?
That's the Cold Train.
It's the Cold
Train.
It's the Cold Train.
It's the Cold Train, baby. We're going with the web. We're going with the web. That's what we're going to start calling.
We're going with the web. We're going with the web. We'll be right back to talk about UT and get a little update on ETSU. We're trying to find where their stadium is going to be. It's going to be on campus, so make sure you stay right here on this local charter channel for more of the East Tennessee Sports Report. Welcome back to the East Tennessee Sports Report. We're going to wrap things up. UT, Kentucky.
I thought it was a great game. I thought UT played a real sound football game all the way around. I heard Butch's press conference after the game. He said that they won on all sides of the phases of the game. He said they were off the field on third down 9 times, which is how you play winning football in his words. So I thought they did good. Josh Dobbs is obviously still carrying the load, and I thought he did an amazing job of getting out of the pocket, eluding some people. So I think this way they got a great game coming up. Missouri's tough. I'm taking Tennessee. They're at home. SEC Network's coming to the game, so it's the SEC Network game of the week. So I'm taking Tennessee, and I hope they finish strong.
UT, great victory over Kentucky. All I got to say is UT, get used to winning, know how to win, and come into this game with that winning attitude, playing at home, and they can do it again.
They can.
We're going to give a W to UT.
Fifth sellout.
Be there. I'm taking the Vols to beat Missouri, and then we'll jump into next week when we come back. Quick little reminder here: we will be on the road next week. We will be up in Pigeon Forge at Riverstone Resort. So make sure you come and see us.
Thanksgiving edition.
Quick rundown on our sponsors: Crescent City Drugs, Express Health Clinic, Tar Chevrolet, Fanatics 101 Sports Store in the Johnson City Mall. Thanks, KD. Smoky Mountain Home Health and Hospice, American Mattress, and Brooklyn Pizzeria, where we're at right now. Brooklyn Pizzeria, For the judge, Chris Blevins. For the coach, Chris Reddick, I'm Roddy Woods. We'll see you next time right here on the East Tennessee Sports Report.
Yes, and I just whole pizza during the show.
That's how we roll.